What if I told you that the last time I sat in a dentist chair, he kept saying one word over and over: impeccable. He immediately asked me what I was doing at home because in 3 years of no dentist visits, I hadn't built up a single speck of tartar. Here's the kicker: I wasn't doing anything fancy. I was doing a simple routine that's older than the pyramids, takes about 25 minutes a day, and costs next to nothing. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it too. But before I walk you through it, I want to be straight with you. One of the steps makes most people quit by day 3, and it's something your dentist will never mention. We'll get there soon, so stick with me. Now get this. The average American spends over $700 a year on dental care. Instead of being proactive, we treat our mouths like a problem to be managed twice a year. But that results in the need for things like deep cleanings, fillings, root canals, and crowns. And what's worse is that the whole oral hygiene industry is built around the assumption that you're incapable of taking care of your own mouth. Meanwhile, the ancient system of Ayurveda, which is India's traditional medical system, has been quietly teaching people for 5,000 years how to maintain their teeth and gums at home. What it teaches is that your mouth is an ecosystem to be cared for every single day, and that your oral health is directly tied into your overall health. The research is finally starting to back it up, and honestly, the findings are a little embarrassing for modern dentistry. One quick note before we move on. Like traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurveda looks at the body as a symbiotic whole rather than a bunch of individual parts. Your mouth, your gut, your liver, they're all part of the same pipeline, and that matters a lot for what we're about to talk about. You see, your mouth is the entryway to your gut. Whatever lives there gets swallowed all day long and seeds the bacteria further down. That's why Ayurveda has always said morning oral hygiene comes before you swallow anything, because overnight, your tongue and teeth become a bacterial hotspot. Have you ever noticed a coating on your tongue in the morning? Yeah, that is metabolic waste. And the second you take a sip of anything without cleaning your mouth, you're sending that bacteria straight back down to your gut to set up shop. Basically, you're swallowing something your body was trying to get rid of. Studies show a direct link between oral bacteria and gut dysbiosis, and a stressed gut means a stressed liver, which is your body's filter. When it's overworked from cleaning up bacterial waste, every other system suffers. So the routine I'm about to share with you isn't just for your teeth, it's for your whole body. Okay, so let's get into it. Step 1 is tongue scraping. Before you swallow anything, even a sip of water, you scrape your tongue. Depending on the color of the coating, use either a copper or stainless steel scraper. Scrape from the back of your tongue forward about 5 to 10 times, rinsing the scraper between passes. What comes off is genuinely disgusting in the most satisfying way. It's a film of dead cells, bacteria, and fungal overgrowth that built up while you were asleep. After you're done, wash it like you would a fork or spoon. I keep a designated toothbrush and dish soap on my bathroom sink for this very purpose. Research clearly backs up this practice. One study found that tongue scrapers remove roughly 30% more of the sulfur compounds that cause bad breath than a toothbrush. Another showed that using a scraper twice a day for just 1 week reduced the populations of the 2 main cavity-causing bacteria in your mouth. Quick question: have you just realized that you've been unknowingly swallowing that bacterial film every morning? Or have you been scraping your tongue for years? Drop a comment and let me know. Now, step 2 is the one I warned you about: oil pulling. You take about a tablespoon of organic sesame oil and you swish it around your mouth, through your teeth, and side to side. Some people use coconut oil, but it's better to choose the oil that best suits your needs in that particular moment. For example, if you have inflammation in your mouth, choose coconut because of its cooling properties. And if you don't want to think about it, there are some really nice blends out there for specifically this purpose. The goal is to swish for 20 minutes. And yes, I know, 20 minutes sounds insane. And this is exactly why most people quit. So here's how you actually do it. You build up to it gradually. Start at 5 minutes while you're making the bed. Every few days, add a minute. Within about 3 weeks, 20 minutes while you're getting ready for your day won't be a problem. As a bonus, you might even start to notice your face looking thinner. Toned up facial muscles is a real side effect. As it turns out, 20 minutes of resistance swishing is a serious facial workout. But here's where it gets really interesting. Research has shown that oil pulling reduces the primary bacteria responsible for cavities just as effectively as chlorhexidine, which is a prescription mouthwash dentists hand out for serious gum problems. Yes, you heard that right. A natural oil that's just as effective as a prescription with 0 chemicals and at a fraction of the cost. Other research found oil pulling significantly reduces plaque and gingivitis after just a few weeks. The way it works is elegant. Oil is hydrophobic, meaning it doesn't mix with water. The bacteria in your mouth have fatty outer membranes, so they get pulled into the oil and trapped there. When you spit it out, you're spitting out an emulsion of extracted pathogens. One important note, though. Make sure to spit the oil into the trash. Never spit oil down any drain because it solidifies and will wreck your pipes. If you're getting value from this and you want more videos that teach you exactly how to take care of yourself instead of outsourcing your wellness, hit those like and subscribe buttons. It's the easiest way to support this channel and keep these videos coming. Now on to step 3, flossing. After 20 minutes of oil pulling, your gum line is loose and clean and the floss glides right through. Most people floss against dry, tight tissue, which is part of why they bleed. Try flossing after oil pulling and you'll feel the difference immediately. Step 4 is to finally brush. By this point, your mouth is already 90% of the way clean and you're basically just polishing. At night, the routine is simpler. Floss, then brush. That's it. Oil pulling is a morning practice in Ayurveda because that's when bacterial buildup peaks and your digestion is about to wake up. Now here's a bonus tip I've been experimenting with. Try adding a small pinch of food-grade bentonite clay to your pulling oil. Bentonite is a volcanic ash clay loaded with calcium, magnesium, and silica, which are the same minerals that make up your enamel. Research suggests it does a few useful things in the mouth. First, it alkalizes your saliva, which neutralizes the acidic environment cavities thrive in. Second, it has antibacterial properties that further reduce decay-causing bacteria. And third, the mild abrasiveness helps lift surface stains from things like coffee and tea without damaging enamel. Now, I want to be honest with you. The science doesn't say bentonite literally rebuilds enamel. But by feeding your teeth those building block minerals and shifting your mouth's pH in the right direction, it creates the condition for your enamel to stay strong and your sensitivity to calm down. I've personally felt the sensitivity difference within a few weeks of adding it in. And here's the bigger picture. Ayurveda doesn't treat your mouth as a separate problem. It treats it as the first checkpoint in the digestive pipeline. Tongue, teeth, gums, throat, gut, and liver. What you do in those first 25 minutes every morning sets the tone for every system below it. A clean mouth means less bacterial load swallowed, which means less work for your gut and liver, which then results in more energy, clearer skin, better digestion, and yes, way fewer trips to the dentist. This is what self-empowerment actually looks like. Not necessarily avoiding doctors or refusing modern medicine, but becoming the first line of defense for your own body so that the professionals only need to step in when there's an actual emergency. Just imagine if everyone did this. What would that do to their job market? Here's the thing. Your teeth are not designed to fail. They're designed to last as long as you do, but only if you treat them like the living tissue they are. Ancient cultures have known this for millennia, and now you know it too. If you're ready to get started today, I'll leave links to all my favorite oral care products in the description. If you know someone who's struggling with dental issues, share this video with them. And if you're ready to go even deeper into how to work with your body instead of against it, check out this video right here. Remember, longevity isn't luck, it's a lifestyle. Until next time.